Did you know that over 70% of entrepreneurs, business owners struggle with burnout and mental health? More than 70%. And did you know that I have been leading a 7-figure business for years now, and my joy, my time, my freedom, and my mental health continue to increase? And there is a reason for this. And I want you to stay tuned and learn why and apply this tool that I use daily. For those of you that don't know, my name is Megan Camille, your Intuitive Business Consultant. And for over 2 decades, I've mastered the art of blending my psychic and intuitive abilities with business strategies, helping my own private clients to create 500K in 3 hours a day and to be able to unlock their highest potential and achieve extraordinary results without relying on overworking, overproduction, and these sort of, newer, flakier type of strategies like social media. And for the next 5 days, I'm offering you a taste of this transformation that I have gone through and that I support my clients in going through in these intuitive impact sessions. Short yet powerful, tailored guidance and steps that you can take today to dissolve blocks, to uncover your next steps, and to align with your most abundant path forward in your business. And because we really need to get into this, like there's no reason that entrepreneurs who got into business to work for themselves, they don't have to report to anyone, still report at above 70% dissatisfaction with their mental health and burnout. And I want to give you an exact action step that you can take to remove yourself for this, right? Remove yourself from this and be increasing your own fulfillment, joy, impact, and income. And the one thing that I see in clients that come to me that have already created some success, right? Like they have a proven offer. They do make money. Maybe it's not what they dreamed of. Maybe it's not, 7 figures, but they absolutely do make money. Is they live in urgency, right? So everything they're doing is like always really fast paced. It's a little chaotic, and it's urgent, and maybe even emergency, right? It feels like everything is the most important thing to get done right here and right now. And much of what they're doing, and probably you as well, is tasks and actions that aren't actually moving the needle forward. And so I want you to begin releasing this idea of being the doer, right? The one that is in there to do all the things, the one that is always in action. And I want you to just momentarily imagine what it's like to shift into being the CEO, the one who is looking over all things, right? The one that is magnetizing the right people at the right time. And this actually is a skill because early on in entrepreneurship, you're wearing all the hats. But if what you're looking to do is to move into 500K in 3 hours a day, or what I experience, which is 7 figures in 3 hours a day, you get to be far more conscious of the actions and the tasks that you're doing as the CEO. So if you're spending a lot of time in this busy work, you are most likely addicted to the dopamine hit of being busy. And many entrepreneurs will plateau there. They have a good income, maybe 6 figures, and they're always really busy and they don't know how they can get any further because there's no time left in their schedule or in their day to imagine what is beyond this good enough, right? Because it's a good enough space. Who's going to complain about it, right? And so we get to remove these little tasks that are giving temporary and immediate dopamine hits, okay? And so look at some of what you're doing. Where do you love marking the box, checking the box as complete, and it gives you a bit of a dopamine hit, but it doesn't actually monetize. This is a really big deal, that you are focusing on that which monetizes and not just the busy work, right? So perhaps this looks like, you're keeping admin activities on your plate when you should be practicing and working your CEO skills of delegation, right? Maybe you keep creating new and more products instead of staying present with what you already have and getting better at marketing and selling that. This one is a huge loop that I see, right? Entrepreneurs go, I need a new hit. I'm a creative, so let me create something new. And we want to bring that creative, juicy energy down into your fulfillment and not always up at the top of your funnel. And then, or who knows, maybe you are re-recording, videos to get it perfect, right? This is why I love lives, because there is no getting it perfect. I come in and I push play, and then we use that across all platforms. So I'm not sitting there working on perfection. So here is what I want you to do today. First, I want you to get very clear on one action, okay? It doesn't have to be, we're not going to overhaul your whole life and business in this one intuitive insight session. I want you to recognize one action that you are doing, because it gives you the sensation of accomplishment when you check it off, but it does not directly correlate to you making money. What is that one activity that you keep putting on your to-do list that is not for you? Okay, so your first step is to remove that. Remove it. Guess what? Your business isn't going to die without it. It won't. I've done this so many times. I've taken out lots of those little extra tasks that helped me feel like I was professional and legitimate, but they were actually making me money. So take that off your plate and do something that does, right? I want you to swap one of your tasks here with something that is admin related and bring in CEO related. And then here's the energetic piece, because guess what? Being able to lead a 7-figure business in part-time hours requires me to be fully aligned in the intuition, in my energetic sphere. What I am doing is truly aligning with big money. And I want you to do this too. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to be living in hindsight. Okay. Living in hindsight is kind of like living at the end result. We are not make-believing. We are not pretending here. We are actually doing this. And a great example is years ago when I lived in this quaint, adorable, but small 2-bedroom apartment as a single mom with my little kids. And I was making $4,000 a month, and I was fully happy. It was good enough, right? Remember at the beginning of this intuitive insight, we talked about just good enough. And I knew I wanted more, but I didn't know where to start. And so I started with this piece. I lived in hindsight. What would it look like if I was in my sprawling, beautiful home, married to the love of my life, running $1 million business? How would I feel in every moment? Right? Well, I imagined that I would walk around my house going like, yes, yes, yes. I love this house. I love this place. I would wake up each day with more inspiration and excited to get to my work day, excited to see my kids in our beautiful kitchen. And I spent weeks, maybe months, but I think it happened much sooner than months. So, a couple of months, many weeks, walking around my apartment as though I was the queen of a castle. And I give love and thanks to that all day long. I was living in hindsight that I was already absolutely wealthy. And I now live the life that I walked around in my apartment, already bringing the sensation into my body, bringing the sensation into my field, thinking that way, speaking that way, feeling that way, not just visualizing. That is surface, right? We want you to walk and move through your day in hindsight. What if you were looking back at this, right? How would you feel? Now, this seems simple, and it's okay for it to be simple. I actually just wrapped up a VIP day with one of my private clients, Sarah, who came to me very burnt out, very overstimulated in overproduction, doing. We re-strategized her business, simplified it, cut back her work, increased her self-care, and right before she was about to launch, she was kind of freaking out. Megan, this is not going to work. I'm really afraid, We uncovered what she was really afraid of. And what she was really afraid of was that this was too simple. And so we moved through that, right? I'm not going to go into all those details. And she ended up making $52,000 on about a 60 to 90 minute video. And continued to enroll even after that because it was simple. Not just the strategy, but the way that she was adjusting, moving through her day and moving through her business. So take these 2 steps. You're going to remove something that is not CEO related. You don't need it. You don't even need the dopamine hit of completing it. Receive a dopamine hit by removing it. And then you're going to live in hindsight as the CEO who generates $500,000 a year in 3 hours a day, or maybe it's $1 million, or maybe it's $100K in 3 hours a day. Whatever your system feels it can receive and resonate with. I will be back tomorrow with another intuitive insight. We're going to continue taking this deeper and deeper. Every single day, you are going to have this play work that is simple and easy, but it's going to make a ripple effect of increase in joy, increase in time, and increase in money in your business. And if you're ready to stop the burnout cycle and start scaling with ease, let's dive deeper with this together. I would invite you to book an intuitive business consultant. Take that action step, do this homework, and let's create a new reality where fulfillment, joy, and wealth is your baseline in business, right? Not anxiety, not overproduction. Your next level is waiting for you, and I would love to support you. Bye for now.